Hello and welcome to another tarot video from me. So today's topic is going to be about predictions for March 2024. Can you believe it that it is already March? Anyway, so once again I remind you I'm not in my usual setting. Normally I would have crystals for you, but since I only have seashells, I have chosen seashells from my collection. And I have focused on the question again of what can you tell me for, predictions for March 2024, which seashells I should choose. And these are the ones that came out in this particular order. I just thought I would mention it because I do take the intuitive process of choosing it very seriously. Choosing anything, actually, when it comes to tarot. So these are your options for those of you who would like to choose with seashells and nothing but seashells. Pile number 1, you have this large seashell, right? Pile number 2, you have this little seashell. And pile number 3, you have this oval seashell. Trying to get it to focus. So yeah, all right. So pile number 3, this is your option. It's kind of difficult to get it to focus, but I think you got a clear image. So yes, this is for those of you once again who would like to choose with just seashells. If you would also like to choose with a card, you're gonna have to wait a little bit because I am gonna choose the card separately, and then I'm actually gonna add an option to choose with a card and a seashell as well. So anyway, my recommendation is you take some deep breaths, meditate upon the question, address it to a higher power, and then meditate with your eyes closed, and then open your eyes after a few seconds and choose the first pile that stands out to you intuitively. If you feel drawn to more than one, you are free to choose several or even all of them and just take whichever messages resonate. I will see you at your reading. And also, before I sign off, don't forget to please subscribe if you haven't done so already. It is the easiest way to support me and it is free. All right. I will see you at your reading. All right, so this is the selection for the card. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1, the people who chose the seashell? What is March 2024 going to bring for them? What can you tell me for pile number 2, the people who chose this seashell? What is March 2024 going to bring for them? What can you tell me for pile number 3, the people who chose this seashell? What is what is March 2024 going to bring for them? Okay. So let's see. Pile number 1, you have this card number 44 with Seek Beauty. Pile number 2, you have this card number 10 with Open Your Heart. Pile number 3, you have this card number 28, Bountiful Harvest. Okay, deep. So let me try to fixate a little bit on the cards. Actually, yeah, let me put it like this. And why didn't I think about it? Yeah, they look better this way. Anyway, I don't know if they look better. Anyway, so these are your options. Once again, if you want to choose with a card as well as a seashell. Pile number 1, number 2, number 3. You can pause the video if you need more time to decide. Take as much time as you need. Once again, my recommendation is that you take some deep breaths, exhale longer than you inhale. That will help center you and calm you down. And also meditate upon the question while addressing it maybe to a higher power like God or a deity that you follow, or spirit, or whatever you are comfortable with, and then open your eyes and choose the first pile that stands out to you intuitively without overthinking it. And if you feel drawn to more than one pile, you are, of course, free to watch several or even all of them and just take whichever messages resonate. Before I sign off, I will remind you to please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so already, it is the easiest way to support me and it is free. And also consider clicking on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will post a new tarot reading. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading, and also I will see you at your pile for this reading. Welcome, pile number 1. This is your reading if you have chosen this Seashell and or this Seek Beauty Oracle card. This is going to be the shuffling phase. I'm going to add timestamps if you want to skip through it. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. What is the month of March going to bring for them? What can you tell me for pile number 1? What will the month of March bring for them? Spirit. All right. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? What is the month of March going to bring for them? Oh, wow. All right. So we have the Oracle cards. First of all, Seek Beauty, number 44. Number 44 boils down to an 8, which is ruled by Saturn. It's also connected to Scorpio or Capricorn, which is funny because the second card that came out for you is this card with the goat, well, pronghorn, which is a kind of goat, looks like it. And it says, now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So that's a pretty clean-cut message, clear-cut. All right, then we also have look closer. She is not lonely. All right, so see how that resonates, pile number 1. This might be about a person you have on your mind, but I think most likely this is for you because this is asking about what the month of March is going to bring for you personally, you know, so I don't think it's about someone else. And then you also have these 2 cards with help, so that could be a sign that help is on its way. And we have fears. All right, let me pause and turn on the light, I think. All right, so let me get some tarot cards for you. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? What is the month of March going to bring for them? What is the month of March going to bring for pile number 1? Tell me, Spirit. All right, so let's see. We have, actually, I'm going to stick this one here. So we have, wow, the 10 of Cups. That's a nice start. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the 5 of Swords. And we have the 7 of Swords. All right, let me see some more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? What is the month of March bringing for them? So we have the Fool. We have the 6 of Swords. Underneath the 6, okay, we have the 4 of Swords. We have the Empress. Sorry. The 8 of Cups. And the Queen of Pentacles. All right. So pile number 1. The message from Spirit, I feel, first and foremost, is that you are on the right track. I think things are getting better for you because we have the start here. Actually, both the first and the last card that I pulled out from the tarot cards are very positive. We have the 10 of Cups and we have the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Fool underneath. Actually, let me clarify the Fool card. Spirit, please clarify the Fool card for me. Yeah, this one feels right. We have 2 of Pentacles. Clarify the 2 of Pentacles for me again. The Magician. All right. So I think that Spirit is telling you here not to be reckless with respect to how you plan your schedule. I think that Spirit is telling you that you might be aiming a little bit too high, even though you are on the right track. You might be aiming for achieving a little bit too much, you know, like the message is don't bite off more than you can chew. That's the message. So the Two of Pentacles showing up and the Magician underneath is clearly saying that you do have the ability to organize yourself to such an extent that your plans will be realized. And I'm speaking here especially with respect to like lifestyle and career, actually, even though the Ten of Cups is about, you know, romantic stuff, or it's about heartfelt issues. I don't feel like the main issue here is a relationship, all right? You know, let's see if I get other messages as I go along. But I don't feel like this is mainly about a relationship. This is about overall happiness, you achieving fulfillment and happiness, and how you can go about doing that. We have the message of perfected success, all right? So again, you're clearly on the right path. We do have, again, the repeated theme of Saturn energy. We also have that with help and fears. So it's like you're gonna have fears, but help is on its way. This help might come through an actual person, or it could be like divine guidance. It says, look closer, she is not lonely. So I feel like this is a message for some of you. I feel like you might be overemphasizing relationships, because the message here is that being alone does not necessarily always mean that you have to be lonely. And I think this is Spirit telling you that you need to rethink your attitude, your mindset, or maybe the thoughts that are repeatedly, you know, swirling around your head, because being alone, it does not equal being lonely. And if you do feel lonely, that maybe there is an answer to that. Maybe there's something you need to look into, like maybe other areas of your life are not particularly fulfilling, and that is actually making you overly focus on romantic relationships, for instance. But this is pretty specific, and it's for those of you who are definitely, you know, let's say in recent history have been focusing a lot on romantic relationships, or maybe have been trying to get something off the ground with a particular person. I do feel like the message here is that you are open-hearted here. You have a lot of enthusiasm. You have a lot of energy. But so you do have massive potential with the Magician. You have the ability to turn your plans into reality 100%, but you will have to make the most of time management. And it's also clearly a message of things are in your hands. Like things are depending on you a lot more than you think. Like maybe some of you are sometimes getting a little bit fatalistic, or you are getting a little bit pessimistic even with the Saturn energy, like you're overly focusing on, again, fears, limitations. We do have this also to some extent with the Four of Swords to some extent. Yeah, and with the Five of Swords also. And look at this, the Seven of Swords. All right, I'm gonna get there. Okay. In any case, this is pretty much what I see. So you are going to have to push through. You're going to have to discipline yourself. This is a repeated message already, right? Another message here is that with the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords underneath, clearly the message is tides are turning in your favor. So this month you're going to get maybe more opportunities, more chances. But again, you do have to also put in the work. It is telling you that things are turning in your favor. You might be leaving a difficult situation behind, maybe a difficult chapter of your life, but it's also telling you that, you know, ultimate victory is still going to take time, you know. This is why it starts with the Ten of Cups and then it ends with the Queen of Pentacles. To me, this is telling me this is a lot of earth energy, right? So it's telling me that you're looking at a long-term project that is going to take a lot of energy, a lot of you know, effort, a lot of discipline, a lot of organization, planning, and all of those wonderful Saturnian themes, you know, time management, resource management, maybe delegating when you can. Also with this Six of Wands, like I was about to say, you know, Spirit is telling you, remember where you have come from. Remember that you are someone who has already overcome significant challenges, that has achieved some things, and maybe even make a list of things that you have achieved, because you tend to lose sight of those. I feel like you're definitely someone who tends to see the glass half empty, to be honest. Or maybe you have just been in that state, you know, recently. Maybe it's not like your general personality. But I feel like Spirit is definitely telling you that, yes, you might have your eyes on a giant prize, pardon the rhyme, but at the end of the day, remember to celebrate all the little milestones, you know, like don't just think, oh, well, I'm not where I want to be right now, so I'm a total failure. I definitely see this like a tendency to mull over past failures here with the Five of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Now, this could be very specific for someone in recent history, maybe even the past month, that you have gone through some kind of significant failure, disappointment, or something, or just some painful situations. And Spirit is telling you any failure is a learning experience. This is what the message is here. Remember that when, you know, after darkness comes the dawn, and that at the end of the day, everything that doesn't work out the way you expected is a learning experience. Just look back, think about what lessons you can learn from that so that you avoid doing similar things in the future and change your strategies. That's how you should be looking at failures, right? Instead of like mulling over, and instead of like identifying with them, like, oh my God, I have failed at this one thing, it must mean that I am a general failure, or that I can't get anything right, right? So avoid getting into catastrophizing thought patterns, basically. Another thing here is, check this out. This one is like probably my favorite message in the spread here. We have the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords. So I'm definitely feeling like some of you have been, you know, maybe some of you have been in some kind of a romantic entanglement, or you have felt very infatuated with someone. And Spirit is telling you here that this is a time to rest, you know. You might be tempted to chase like, you know, two rabbits at the same time or something like that. Or you might be, as in, you're either someone who spreads yourself thin, as in you're chasing too many goals at the same time, or this is literally about a particular romantic interest, you know. You have the Four of Swords underneath the Seven of Cups. So to me, this tends to suggest that, you know what, you have been dreaming about a person that maybe is not right for you. And the best course of action for now, at least, is to rest. So basically, don't keep pushing forward. And definitely, for instance, if you have a certain person in mind, don't try to pursue them. You know, it's a message of your job right now is to rest. This could also literally be that this is a great time for meditation. This is a great time to pay attention to your dreams. You might be getting a lot of strong insights and messages through your dreams around this time, meaning in the month of March. We also have here the Four of Pentacles with the Empress underneath. To me, this is a great message. Again, it's telling me that slow and steady wins the race. And this is interesting because you have the Empress, and then you also have this card, Seek Beauty. Some of you are particularly focused on improving your physical appearance. So you might be working out, you might be changing your diet, and it's definitely going to show up. It's going to show eventually, not show up. It's going to show eventually, but you have to persevere and you have to be patient. This is also telling you, like, this is a very specific message for some of you, but it's telling you that less is more. With Seek Beauty number 44, this is kind of telling me that, again, I don't want to offend anyone, but it could be that some of you have had a very superficial attitude. Like maybe you're someone who only cares about people who are very good looking, for instance, or with respect to yourself, maybe you have, like, you put a lot of value on physical beauty. And I feel like Spirit is telling you that, you know, at the end of the day, your character is equally as important, if not more important, right? So it's also, and it's also at the same time a message that less is more, you know, with the Four of Pentacles, which is basically a card that shows frugality and, you know, basically pinching a penny and all that stuff. So it can also literally be like Spirit telling some of you not to overspend on looks, on beauty, let's say cosmetics. I'm talking here about, you know, purely superficial things like cosmetics, let's say maybe plastic surgery or something like that. So I'm not talking about diet and exercise, which is something that you also do for your health. In fact, diet and exercise is actually something good that you should be focusing on if you feel called to it. I definitely see that, you know, you're going to be paid off for your efforts if you focus on these things. And last, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, I'm actually getting here a message. I'm getting mainly a message about career and finance here. I don't see this as connected to a relationship. I mean, for some of you, very specifically, this could be about a relationship, like a romantic relationship. Although, again, mostly I don't think so. I think now, if it is about a romantic relationship, or if it is about a person, maybe not even a romantic relationship, this could be a message from Spirit to watch out, because someone who embodies this Queen of Pentacles energy might be very deceptive. They might be two-faced. They might be trying to stab you in the back. So Queen of Pentacles, this represents earth energy. So this could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This could also be someone who is dark in complexion and hair color and eye color and everything. So see how that resonates. If that sounds like someone you have had dealings with, especially if you're talking about contracts, signing contracts, you know, any kind of business related deal, this is the kind of person that you might want to watch out during this month of March. But I think for most of you, again, this is not literally about a person. I think this is Spirit telling you that this could be you, this Queen of Pentacles. So you could be reaching this position of financial security, because up until this point, up until the last card, we don't have like strong messages of wealth here. But we do have this one. We have this Queen of Pentacles, which to me shows Spirit telling you, you need to be smart here. You know, this is about work smarter, not harder. It's also about learning to be detached enough so that you can draw logical conclusions and not let emotions get in the way when it comes to making money, when it comes to career decisions. All right, this is pretty much it. Now, let me get some astrological notes. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number one? What is the month of March going to bring for them? What is the month of March going to bring for pile number one? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm messing up the spread here. We have 7th house, love and partner. Okay. So some of you, okay, 10 of Cups might actually be about maybe meeting someone significant or falling in love. It could be, right? So if that is the case, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Magician here. So this could be about you learning to balance your personal life with your career, right? And this month is going to be about you learning about that, prioritizing it. 7th house, however, is also a house of business. So we also have some, like, I feel like two main messages here for two separate groups, right? So for some people, this is about focusing on partnership and balancing romance with career, but also that takes into account all of the other more personal spiritual messages that have come up. You know, those go for everyone. But then with respect to the Queen of Pentacles here, we also have people who are focused on starting a business here. So this is a message that you need to plan, you need to persevere, you need to also learn to manage your money, be frugal, don't waste money on any unnecessary expenses. And yeah, in order to increase your finances. We also have Pluto, shadow, and mysticism. So to me, this is also connected to the number 8 that I talked about, because number 8 is Scorpio. So yeah, this could be like a time of going to the depths of things. Yeah, might be dealing with your fears. And again, Pluto is also about just digging into your past, understanding yourself. This could be a time when you reach some kind of a breakthrough, maybe, or just a good time for you to focus on mental health, you know, or any kind of regeneration, physical regeneration, you know, mental. And again, so this could also be a good time for transformation, like I said, with respect to physical appearance as well. So we have Mercury, speech. This is a good time for learning, good time for communication. We have conjunction, fusion, and energy. So this gives me the full kind of vibe. So this is an indicator that you're going to get more enthusiasm, more energy this month. You might get a little bit of a stronger sense of purpose with respect to what you want to direct your energy towards. And we have Gemini, the communicative. So we have a lot of Gemini energy. Maybe, you know, some of you are dealing with Geminis, or you yourself are a Gemini. But Gemini energy can also mean dealing with younger siblings. It could be dealing with neighbors, neighborhood, short-term, short-distance travel. So all of these things could be a focus in the month of March. And it could also be that you're focused on communicating. So this could be a great time to write anything, or anything that involves communication, or studying, like I said, studying of any kind. But this can also show potential to socialize more. Let me see. Spirit, tell me about pile number 1. All right, so we have number 4. It's interesting because we have 4, look closer, she is not lonely. And we have the moon. Okay, so the moon is actually corresponding to the 4th house. So, this could mean that and we have Sagittarius. All right, this is a bit of a contradictory energy, actually. So Sagittarius to me shows that this is a good time to expand your knowledge. And again, for some of you, it could be that you're going to be drawn to maybe traveling more, maybe spending time in nature, especially hiking and stuff like that. But on the other hand, for some of you, it could be the opposite, where you feel more time, you feel a stronger desire to stay indoors more. And, you know, again, number 4 also makes me think of the 4 of Swords. So just, this is a good time to rest, actually. And the moon, again, has to do with the psyche, and it has to do with the subconscious and intuition, but it also has to do with the mother and family of origin. So this could be like some of you are going to be spending more time with the family of origin, but for some of you, this could be about you sorting things out with maybe early life traumas or relationship with the parents or something like that. See how this resonates. So let me get some charms. Last but not least, tell me, what can pile number 1 expect from the month of March? All right. Okay, so that one just fell out. So we have Scissors. This could be a good time for you to cut connections with someone, cut ties with someone, or just cut anyone that you, maybe not just people, but like cut anything that is not serving you out of your life. We have the Parrot, which to me is reinforcing Mercury energy. This is a good time to communicate. Parrots are good at mimicking sounds. This could be a good time to learn a foreign language, for instance, or spend time abroad. But with the Mercury energy, I'm mainly getting short-term or short-distance travels. This is the Horseshoe. So this is like things turning around for you for the better. You're going to see an increase in luck. We have here the key, which to me is about unlocking some secrets maybe, or some things that were hidden up until this point. This is Scorpio energy. So maybe doing things like research or researching into yourself even is a good thing to focus on this month. The Dolphin can show play. Mercury and Gemini is also pretty playful, so this is a good time to especially indulge in intellectual fantasies, and, you know, creative writing or reading fantasy, watching more movies, but also light activity, right? Light socializing, spending time with friends, having a good time. So this is what the Dolphin makes me think of. But then, of course, more specifically, it could be spending time close to water, a body of water, the sea maybe. We have here love, right? So we have love, and we have a labyrinth. This, do you know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of Pan's Labyrinth, that movie. You know, this could be again a reinforcement of the Scorpio energy. It makes me think of someone going deep within, you know, understanding their motives, their psychology, maybe taking up meditation, taking up yoga, or any kind of spiritual practices that are geared towards, you know, letting your mind rest and getting in touch with, you know, your intuition, your subconscious, quieting your mind. These are activities that are going to be favored this month for you. Is there anything else? Oh, and we have the tree here, which I think is a confirmation of what I said with the Sagittarius energy. This could be literally about you're invited to spend more time in nature, but the tree can also be the tree of knowledge. So it could be that, again, this is a good time to focus on studying, expanding your horizons, reading. Another thing is with respect to reading and knowledge, pay attention to any new book title or movie or documentary, or especially things that are informative. Anything that catches your eye could be a message from spirit, that you might have to read that particular book or get in touch with that particular movie, because there could be important messages for you that you need to hear from them. All right, so this is pretty much what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, click on the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. Also, if you're interested in a private tarot reading, check out the video description. I left my contact information. I also left reviews that I got for private readings if you're curious to see them. Also, if you would like to support my channel further, click on the join button and you can contribute with a small monthly fee. And in exchange for some perks that you can see when you click on the join button. And also, last but not least, I have an astrology channel. Oh, and before I mention that, don't forget to comment in the comment section with whether you like this video, what you like, what you didn't like, ideas for future topics that you would like me to cover. And like I said, last but not least, I have an astrology channel, and I will be linking it in the video description as well. If you are curious about astrology, maybe check it out. Maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 2. This is your reading if you have chosen this seashell and or this card over here with number 10, Open Your Heart. This is going to be the card selection phase. I'm going to add timestamps if you want to skip through it, because I will be taking my time. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2, the people who chose the Open Your Heart Oracle card? What is the month of March gonna bring for them? What will the month of March bring for pile number 2, the people who chose the Open Your Heart? Spirit, what is the month of March going to bring for pile number 2? All right, this one feels right. Do I have any other cards? Nope, these are the ones. All right, so we have Loon Intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. We have Source, number 31. Loss, number 18. And we have this card which says, was she once a Selkie? I don't even know what a Selkie is. I mean, I'm guessing it's something mythical like a fairy or something. I'm not going to pause and search. Maybe you can do that, search for it and let me know in the comments. But actually, wait a minute. I think I'm going to look for it. All right, so a Selkie is kind of a mermaid. I didn't know. All right. Pardon my ignorance for those of you who think, oh, you should have known that. So apparently they are something from like Norse or Celtic mythology, and they are said to be shapeshifters. They can change into a seal. Right. So this is interesting, right? Because we have a theme of transformation here. Was she once a Selkie? And she's like, I love these cards. Can I just say this? I mean, look at the artwork. And she's like looking outside the window with a cat here, and she's looking towards the sea, and it's also nighttime. It's kind of dark, but it's also kind of romantic. I don't know. So let me see what the rest of the cards have to say. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2? But then, oh my god, we have repeating themes with the moon here, and we do have like sort of repeating images here a bit. All right, Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2? What is the month of March going to bring for them? What is the month of March going to bring for pile number 2? Spirit, tell me, what is the month of March 2024 going to bring for? All right, we have the Two of Swords, We have the Page of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Sun. We have the Knight of Wands, the Fool. All right. I'm going to pull in closer. Let's see. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2? What is the month of March going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit, what is the month of March going to bring for my pile number 2s? All right. Death. Ace of Wands underneath the Page of Wands. We have Six of Cups. We have Judgment. Nine of Pentacles again. And the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so pile number 2. Very positive overall. Very, very positive. In perspective, now that you have this oracle card with what she wants a Selkie, this makes me think that you're gonna have some significant change this month, like some significant transformation. I feel like people are gonna look at you like, how did this person achieve, you know? And the way that you are gonna get there is by following your intuition. People are going to look at you like you're magical or something, because if you follow your intuition, you're going to gain something significant this month. Now, see how this resonates. I think most likely, of course, this is connected to career and finances. But it could be like more subtle things as well. Like I don't know, you might be getting a trip that is unexpected. Somehow things arrange for you. Maybe you're gonna get more popularity or something if you are on social media. It could be multiple things. This is really cool here. We have a repeated theme of the Sun. We have Source and we have the Sun card. And we also have the Nine of Pentacles coming out twice. So I don't know what you're doing, pile number 2, but you are heading towards an increase of finances, like a pretty significant one as well. I see a lot of passion, a lot of enterprising spirit. We have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands underneath. We also have the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. And I think that this is especially true for those of you who maybe have considered working on your own, or you already have a side hustle and you are focusing on developing it. This is definitely going to be a fruitful month for you. I'm seeing like good ideas coming forward. We have with the Sun and the Judgment. I also, with the Judgment, see there is a message of divine guidance this month, like you're being divinely guided, but it also coming underneath the Sun. This just shows that you're being very sharp this month. Your mind is like, your intuitive, not just your intuitive abilities, but your logical abilities are very sharp. Your reasoning abilities, you see things that other people don't see. And I don't mean like, like in the Sixth Sense, I see dead people. I mean like you are just going to see things, like you might be getting ideas that are very unique, very original. So really try to keep track of that, maybe keep a journal. Maybe even if you have some kind of a crazy idea that you think, oh, this is never going to end up to anything, never going to amount to anything, you'd better keep track of them. Keep them in a file somewhere, because you never know where, you never know how these ideas might help you, maybe build a business or somehow increase your finances. Because again, I'm mainly getting the message of there's a lot of focus on career and finances this month. We do have the Six of Cups though, and this makes me think that, the increase of financial situation is going to help you relax a little bit. Now, very specifically for some of you, this means you might be spending more money on your kids, like spoiling your kids. But for those of you who maybe don't focus on kids, or you don't have kids, this is about you spoiling yourself. This is about being able to relax a little bit and enjoy yourself. You're going to have fun. You're going to feel like a kid again sometimes, feeling that carefree energy of doing things out of sheer creativity. Like there's no tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like there's no tomorrow, no yesterday, no nothing. And we also have the death here. All right, so where was I? I had to be, I had to interrupt and change settings. I apologize for that, but hopefully you can see all the cards, and anyway, I have presented them already. So what I was gonna say, actually don't remember exactly the previous idea, but I was going to expand on the fact that you are divinely guided this month because you have the Sun and the Judgment card. And yeah, the fact that you might get some very strong insights. So this is especially true for those of you who maybe be working in research, or you're actually, or not just in research, in any kind of a creative activity as well, because the Sun is creativity. We also have that Six of Cups, which is getting in touch with your inner child. I also feel like Spirit is telling you that by relaxing more, by taking more time to play, to enjoy yourself, in little increments whenever you can, you're actually boosting your productivity on the one hand, and you're also potentially increasing the ability to get good ideas, basically. So become more creative and also more vital. I feel like your vitality and your energy is directly proportional to how much rest you get, and how much, not just how much rest, but how much you just take time off and play, basically. And with the Fool and the Ten of Pentacles here, I'm sorry that I'm jumping straight to the conclusion, but this is the one that really stands out to me. It's a very strong message, and it basically shows that you are throwing yourselves headfirst into career matters this month. This could also show a new beginning for you this month. So for those of you who have, let's say, be looking for a job or something, this could be a strong message that you might be getting a new job, or you could be switching careers, even if you have been on that path, like maybe have been trying to, switch to a different line of work. This is also a good sign. And it's actually like a good sign overall for anyone. Like I'm seeing increase of opportunities, new beginnings with respect to career, with respect to social status. And for those of you who I think are already in relationships, this is a good sign that the relationship is heading towards a steady path and might be potentially leading to something serious like marriage and building a family. Let's see. We also have the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So I've actually covered this to some extent. The Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles being connected to the Six of Cups implicitly, because we also have the Nine of Pentacles over the Six of Cups as well. So again, there's this message of you having more enthusiasm, more ideas, and basically really getting the ball rolling with respect to increasing your finances. And this is a pretty specific thing, but you're getting, again, this is in general, actually, you're getting an increase of physical passion as well. So this could also translate into more physical intimacy this month, or a desire for physical intimacy, maybe more opportunities in that direction as well. But I definitely see like a lot of passion, a lot of fire, and there's something about a new beginning, like you becoming an initiator, having more courage, more enthusiasm. And this part though, with the Death and the Two of Swords, I'm gonna have to clarify a little bit. All right, so Spirit, please clarify the Two of Swords for me. Please clarify the Two of Swords. We have the Devil. All right, please clarify the potential second path of the Two of Swords. We have the Lovers. Wow. All right, so this is a pretty strong message here. Again, I'm struggling to find the words so that I don't offend anyone, but I feel like this is about some of you maybe are a little bit too lustful, or you're scattering your romantic energy towards maybe a lot of interests. You could even be dealing with promiscuity. So I feel like the Two of Swords here with the Death is either literally showing that you're going to have to make a choice between whether you want to scatter your energy. This even has to deal with like sexual energy. Whether you want to scatter that into, let's say, shallow relationships or just purely physically based relationships, or whether you're going to focus your energy towards something more meaningful. So for those of you who have like struggled maybe with promiscuity in the past, this is a message that you're going to go through some kind of a transformation. Like this month is actually like, it's basically reaching like, you know, how should I put it, a breaking point. Like somehow you're going to feel pressured maybe by circumstances to make a decision to focus more towards, let's say, true love. Or it could be that you are just going to go through this internally. Like you're going to reach, you know, a crossroads where you feel like, okay, I have had maybe some failed relationships under my belt, or I keep falling for the wrong people that are never, you know, these relationships are not going anywhere. So you will make the decision on your own to go for, you know, controlling basically your instinct, so to speak, so that you develop more meaningful connections. And I feel like this is going to be something that you do with help. So this is either going to be something that's going to come from like divine guidance or something with the Two of Swords, or it could literally be that you're going through therapy, or someone in your entourage maybe is helping you with these issues, like is maybe going to point out these problems, like if you were unconscious of them. You know, like, hey, maybe don't scatter your energies, maybe don't focus on things that are ultimately self-destructive, and instead, you know, wait for something meaningful, basically. I feel like this is also with the Lovers. This is also reinforced by this initial card with Open Your Heart. This is also, by the way, the Sun and the Six of Cups also makes me think of heart chakra. So this is about heart chakra healing for some of you. That's really specific. So maybe get into yoga energies, or get into like, I don't know, like any kind of energy work that helps with healing chakras. That would be a good idea for you. All right, so this is what I get from the cards. Let me get the astrological notes. Actually, astrological cards as well. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2? What is the month of March going to bring for pile number 2? What is the month of March going to bring for pile number 2? So let's see. We have the first house, self and identity. We have Mars, drive and power. That explains a lot because Mars is also root chakra and sexual energy. And we have Sagittarius, which is world explorer. We have Capricorn, the boss. So these explain the multitude of Pentacles energy, especially the Capricorn. But number 9 as well is connected to Mars in numerology. So yeah, this is a repeating energy. And we have Mercury, last but not least, the mind and speech ruler. So this is showing definitely a reinforcement of some of the things that I have said up until this point, that you might be getting some great ideas. See, Mars and the first house, they're both about assertiveness and putting yourself first. This could also be about you becoming more physically active. And again, this could be like an increase in physical passion, physical intimacy, or desire for physical intimacy. But Mars is also like entrepreneurial spirit. So you might be getting some kind of ideas to start something this month that are going to be really useful for you, your finances, and your careers. We also have Capricorn, the boss, and Sagittarius, the world explorer. So Sagittarius is about wisdom and having like a broad view of things, and Capricorn is about planning, management, actually resource management in general. So this could be about you embodying both of these energies to basically start something. I'm really getting this very strong entrepreneurial energy, or this could just be like you taking charge of your life one way or another. We also have Mercury, which again, Mercury is also a planet connected to business. So this could be about, you know, multiplying your sources of income, or it could be just about your intellectual abilities being really sharp during this month. And it also shows that this is a good month to explore, to study, to expand your horizons one way or another. And yeah, some of these energies have also come up for pile number 1. So if you felt drawn to it, maybe check it out, but only if you felt drawn to it. Otherwise, there's no point, because you're probably going to get all the necessary messages from this reading anyway. So there's that. And also with Capricorn, I feel like you're also becoming more disciplined and more purposeful this month as well. It's not just like from outside pressures, it's also just you realizing that you want to work towards something. Or again, see how this resonates. For some of you, it's just a continuation of what you have started in the past. We do also have the Loon intuitive though, so don't forget that intuition is also sharp, and Spirit is telling you to listen to that intuition. This one is maybe a little bit, see, we again have number 9 here. Number 18 boils down to a number 9 in numerology. So this is also connected to Mars, and number 9 in numerology is also about the ending of a cycle. So see how this resonates. Maybe for some of you, this year is a number 9 numerologically, or maybe this month number is a number 9. I won't get into that, but I'm pretty sure you can Google how to calculate my personal year number, my personal month number, maybe even. So yeah, it could be that it's a number 9. So if that is the case, this is about you ending something, ending a cycle, something significant basically. So that makes sense with the full energy and the 10 of Pentacles, like you're starting a new chapter or something. All right, let me get some more indicators. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2? What is the month of March going to bring for them? All right, so you didn't see this one, but it came out with a number 8. I mean, it fell outside of frame. And we also have Scorpio. Like, holy cow, you have a lot of Mars energy. And we have Neptune, which in tropical astrology rules Pisces. Where did I see this? Yeah, oh my god, I saw this here. Number 16 here boils down to a 7, which to me is Ketu energy. This is about introspection and getting down to the bottom of things. And Ketu in Vedic astrology co-rules Scorpio, and it's connected to research and also things like genetics and, you know, bloodlines, everything that traces back for generations. Also spirituality, reincarnation, and creepier things like dead bodies and death and all that stuff. We actually have death here. So there's definitely this very strong theme of transformation. 8th house also has to do with sudden ups and downs, sudden changes, transformation also in one word. So see how this resonates. I mean, I think for some of you, this is just some kind of like hugely transform, like some kind of huge shift this month. You know, it could be like significant job change, or again, could be with respect to love as well. Like with respect to love, I feel like this is a sign that you might be really intense this month. You know, like even I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it because that's what comes up. You might be borderline obsessive maybe sometimes with respect to some interest that you have. And I feel like this is why Spirit is telling you to keep it in check and be, you know, I feel like Spirit is ultimately telling you don't mistake lust for love. Basically, this is what is coming through here. All right, let me get some more. All right, so let me get some charms. Spirit's looking, tell me for pile number 2. What is the month of March going to bring for them? What is the month of March bring for them? What is the month of March going to bring for pile number 2? All right. So let's see. Well, what do we have here? What is this? Oh my god. Is this like a pacifier? I think it's a pacifier. Is this like a pacifier or a dreidel? I'm not sure. It could be both. I mean, I'm going to take it as a pacifier maybe because this is what it reminds me of. So this gives me a feeling of like maybe needing to lick your wounds. And we also have here like football. All right, so this could be very literal, like maybe some of you are getting into football. But look at this. This is not just about football. This is about kicking the ball. So this could be about actually scoring, you know, literally. So you hitting it big. So this is like a confirmation of what I said. This to me is a confirmation of the Nine of Pentacles. You're getting some presents. You're getting some unexpected gains, I feel. Again, with the 8th house is also the house of joint assets, and it could be the house of the in-laws if you're married. So maybe there's some benefit coming from that. We also have more Ketu energy, honestly, with the dog here, because Ketu rules dogs. So this could be, again, literally some of you are going to be getting a dog, or you're going to, if you have one, you might be spending more time with your dog or with your pets. But I also feel like there's kind of like, you know, the pacifier and the dog gives me a confirmation of the Fool energy. I think like some of you are just really kind of in golden retriever mode this month. Like you're feeling pretty open and vulnerable. I think maybe probably because you want something very badly, and I'm guessing it's connected to career for most of you. I feel like you want something very badly and you're afraid that it's gonna not work out the way that you want. We have the Stingray. This one is, I mean, again, this could be a confirmation for some of you that, again, we also had Pisces, so there's a lot of water energy. We also have this Selkie energy. So some of you might be spending time close to water, an invitation to spend more time swimming. But this could also be, again, makes me think of Scorpio as well, the Stingray, honestly, because it functions kind of like a scorpion. It's just that it's underwater. So it makes me think of, again, some kind of sudden events happening, either for the better or for the worse. But there's overall, like, the overall vibe for you this month is transformation. This is the strongest theme. So there's something really significant going to happen for you this month, pile number 2. And I'm curious to hear what it is. Please feel free to come back to this reading at any time, you know, during the months, and let me know how things work out. And anyway, so this is what I have for you, pile number 2. And if you have enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, click on the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. Also, comment in the comment section, again, with anything you would like to share, feedback, or ideas for future videos that you would like me to cover. Also, if you are interested in a private tarot reading, you can check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. I've also left reviews to private readings I have gotten up until this point. And also, if you are curious to support my, if you are willing to support my channel further, you can click on the join button under any of my videos, and you can contribute with a small monthly fee in exchange for some perks. And aside from that, you can also check out my astrology channel, which I will be linking again in the video description, maybe also in the pinned comment. And if you're curious about astrology, I focus mainly on Vedic, but also with some tropical insights, because I have like over 20 years of experience in both of them. You can check that out, maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye. So pile number 3, this is your reading if you have chosen this card over here with number 28, Bountiful Harvest, and or this shell over here. So this is going to be the card selection phase. I'm going to add timestamps so you can skip directly to your reading. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. What is the month of March going to bring for them? What is the month of March going to bring for pile number 3? Spirit, what is the month of March going to bring for pile number 3? Let's see. Spirit, what is the month of March going to bring for pile number 3? All right. So let's see, we have this Bountiful Harvest number 28, and Oh, wow. We have Hawk Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Okay. And we have Fears, number 20, and we have Karma, number 16. All right, let's see this one. We have The Gathering, number 19. This reminds me of Three of Cups energy, but I'm going to see what else you get in the tarot cards. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. What is the month of March going to bring for them? What is the month of March bringing for pile number 3? Tell me, Spirit, what is the month of March going to bring for my pile number 3? We have the 8 of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles. All right. A lot of abundance. Let's see what else is going to show up. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. What is coming for them in the month of March 2024? What is coming for them in the month of March 2024? We have Justice. We have the Page of Swords underneath the Page of Pentacles. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Hermit with number 9 again. So you have a lot of number 9s, which is Mars energy. All right, so pile number 3, we have Fears and Karma here, and we have Bountiful Harvest, number 28. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of Sun energy. I'm seeing a lot of Mars energy as well. I see that things are going to happen for you fast here. I mean, you have Karma and you have Justice with the 8 of Wands here. So I think that, you know, this could be a positive thing or a negative thing depending on what your situation is. But karma is gonna come swiftly basically for you in the month of March, which means that, let's say if you have been involved in some kind of a dispute legally, this could even be a divorce or any kind of, you know, maybe even leaving a job for some of you. You know, this is anything that has legal bearing, you know, a contract. This is going to end swiftly if you want it to end swiftly, right? See, the 8 of Wands actually says that a lot of things are in your hands here. Like, a lot of things depend on your willpower and your actions. But another way to read this is that karma is coming swiftly for you. So it could even be like past life karmas that you have to clean out in the month of March. So it could be like, for some of you, you might be going through something significant karmically, and I'm really not able to see like whether this is for the better or for the worse, because again, a lot of this depends on each individual situation. But there is something karmic going on, no doubt. So some of you could be in the process of getting a divorce. I mean, that could definitely be something, because the Justice definitely shows a legal binding of any kind. But I'm not going to say that it's just divorce, because it could be a lot of things. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Page of Swords. Right, so we have the Page of Swords underneath the Queen of Pentacles, not underneath the Page of Pentacles. So this shows that you could be getting new ideas with respect to increasing your finances. This could also be that you are really inspired to act with respect to, mainly your finances and your career, something to do with profession. But it could also be that you want to get into a profession that you feel very stimulated by intellectually. So you're especially going to be favored if you're heading for an intellectual profession. We also have like Princess of Pentacles, which is Page of Pentacles with the Four of Cups underneath. This could show that you are going to be asked to make a decision this month. The Four of Cups shows the ability to discern. It shows that you're going to have to learn to say no to something. So the Page of Pentacles can show a financial opportunity. It can show, yeah, something to do with career. So it could be that you might be getting some kind of an offer with respect to your career or finances, a job offer or something to do with business. And you're going to be called to stand your ground, basically. You're going to have to decide whether you want to go for this, because I feel like, see, here's the thing. I think that some of you have some issues with boundaries, or that you may not be very clear with respect to your path in life. So especially for those of you who fall under that category, this is a message about you being offered something that you may not actually be interested in, or it's something that may not serve you with respect to fulfilling your higher plan, let's say, or like your long-term plan. So I think you're going to be called to hold your ground. Like maybe some of you have been unemployed for a while, or you have just been, you know, really desperate to get a better job, get a better paying job. So I feel like Spirit is telling you to think twice before you sign anything, because you could end up regretting it. Basically, be sure that this is something that is in line with your long-term plan. So not just something that you're going to get because, well, you know, you can't get anything better right now, or because you're just tired of what you used to have or something. So basically, don't be impulsive when it comes to these decisions. We also have the Nine of Cups and we have the Six of Swords underneath. So I think that overall, this actually says material happiness here. So I do think that overall, you are going to get opportunities to increase your well-being, your welfare overall. So this could be financially, but this could be also with respect to literally like your emotional well-being. So you're going to be in a better state emotionally during the month of March. And you're moving away from a tumultuous period to a period of higher peace, basically. But I think that things are going to happen quickly for you. So not just with respect to justice, I think that this month overall, there are going to be, you know, some fast movements, so to speak, or like fast changes. This could also just show that you're going to be more interested in travel this month, or you're going to have more opportunities for travel. We have the Eight of Pentacles and we have the Two of Pentacles. You're going to be asked to juggle, not just juggle. So again, literally for some of you, see how this resonates. This could be about juggling multiple jobs, or having a job and going to university, for instance. Basically juggling multiple career activities at the same time. So Spirit is telling you that you have to be patient, you have to be diligent, and most importantly, you have to learn to manage your time and your resources. So yeah, but I'm definitely feeling like this is going to be a pretty busy time for most of you. Like you're going to have to really plan your time ahead, you know, and plan your resources. We also have the Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is definitely a positive, just as the Nine of Cups. You have some really positive cards here. Very positive cards that show an increase in wealth, in overall well-being. Let's not also forget we have here the Gathering with number 19. So to me, this could show you're going to have increased chances of socializing, maybe getting together with friends, people that you care about. And we have Bountiful Harvest here. So for some of you, the Nine of Pentacles is very much reaping of your, you know, what you have sown up until this point. So basically the rewards of your past efforts. See how this resonates, you know. And I feel like, especially for those of you who have really been working diligently towards something. And then we also have the Hermit here. This is like, you know what this makes me think of? It makes me think of that saying of it's lonely at the top. Now, I don't know to which extent you are heading for the top, but it could be that you see an increase of your finances, your social status. And as a result of that, you might find yourself feeling lonelier. or you just might be put in a position where it becomes really obvious to you that you just don't want, self-seeking friends, self-seeking acquaintances. Like, you have to become way more, how should I put it, like, focused on your own self-preservation with respect to your energy, and realize that not everyone that is, trying to get into your life is actually a good friend, or like someone who is genuine. The Hermit card actually speaks of not just solitude, but it's actually to a large extent self-imposed solitude, because it shows that you reach a point where you want to be with people who are like-minded, that you feel a soul connection to, that you basically can be yourself with, so you can have like a spiritual connection with people. So this basically shows that you're becoming more selective, and I feel like it's as a result of your increased social status or your increased success during this month. Like, you might be looking around and realizing that there are people around you who are being fake or self-interested when it comes to being your friends, or like when it comes to cultivating a friendship with you. So you might be going through a period of self-imposed solitude, basically. Right, so this is what I get from the cards. Let me get some astrological notes. Astrological cards, actually. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3? What is going to happen for them in the month of March? What is going to happen for pile number 3 in the month of March? Yeah, I'm really getting this one. So let's see. We have the second house. Yeah, resources and values. So as I was saying, I feel like you are going to be rethinking your values, and definitely you're going to see an increase of your finances. You're going to have a better financial situation. So, okay, so I'm really curious. Keep me updated in the comment section to which extent this resonated, because I'm curious. We have Uranus, which is the ruler of Aquarius. So again, Aquarius also is kind of maybe connected to the Hermit energy, because you might feel more independent. It could just be like you are just very focused on your project, so you isolate yourself because of that. You're very just, keeping your eyes on the prize and focusing on something you really want to get, so you might find yourself isolated. We also have Scorpio, which is also very determined energy. This is also kind of a transformational energy as well. Overall, there's fixed energy up until this point. So you could be very stubborn this month. We also have Square. This is interesting because we have Aquarius and Scorpio, and we have Square, which is literally the energy between these two signs. Challenge and disharmony. So this could be about you facing some kind of inner turmoil. Let's also see this card. Yeah, so we also have Neptune, dreams and spirit. So Neptune is a ruler of Pisces in tropical astrology. In any case, I feel like this conflict here with the Square could show like some kind of an inner conflict. Like, maybe there's a side of you that is more like the Scorpio, which is very private, very intense. You want to basically just, bury yourself under a rock and do research all day, and you don't want to get too close to people, basically. And then there's this Aquarius energy, which is actually, even though you kind of share the not wanting to get too close to people thing, because Aquarius, even though it is seen as the humanitarian sign, it's actually also very individualistic. So Aquarius is also about focusing on the greater good of humanity and visionary ideas and all that stuff. But when it comes to like one-to-one interactions, they're not very good at that. They can come across as pretty aloof, and they can tend to neglect interpersonal relations. So I do see this inner conflict, even though you have like common sides between these two sides of you. There is this inner conflict about like, should I just stay in my own burrow and focus on my own obsessions, or should I focus on things that are for the greater good, and opening up to the world. And I feel like mostly it's gonna be like hermit mode, really. I really, and again, just literally irrespective of the inner conflict, this could also just mean that you're going to be very, very wrapped around your obsessions and your ideas this month, you know, because Aquarius is also fixed ideas. So yeah, you could be very focused on, you know, bringing something to life, you know, projects. And again, I feel like it's mostly career oriented, business oriented. And you're figuring out ways to increase your finances, especially your savings. But second house can also be fixed assets. So this is really specific for some of you. You could be not just increasing your savings, but you could be, let's say, buying a house or a car or something like that, you know, anything that is a fixed asset basically. And also second house also shows that you're working on your self-esteem, maybe rethinking your values as well. And the second house, last but not least, is also about the family of origin. So it could be like connections to the family of origin are going to come to the forefront, maybe rethinking some relationships. It can also show eating, literally. So like eating habits, you know, how should I put it? Yeah, eating, literally, like your appetite for food, eating habits, stuff like that, restaurants. So again, maybe you're going to become more of a foodie this month. This could be a thing, or you're going to be focusing on changing your diet somehow. That could be a thing. In any case, I feel like with the square energy, there's this a bit of an inner turmoil that is basically going to motivate you to move forward and to tackle some challenges. The only downside really is that you might feel some isolated sometimes. Yeah, so again, makes me think of lonely at the top, honestly. Yeah, okay, so let me see. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3? What is coming for them in the month of March? Oh my god, we have the number 9 once again. We have Pluto, which is the ruler of Scorpio in tropical astrology, so more Scorpio energy. And we also have Libra, right? So again, with the Libra coming in, it kind of reinforces what I said about the different energies of Aquarius and Scorpio. Is that you're gonna feel torn between wanting to socialize more and then overly focusing on yourself and your obsessions on the other hand. And it's like you might have one side of you that just wants to be alone and brooding and intense and like just focused on your passions and all this stuff, and which is the Scorpio side. And then there's the other side that wants to be more social, more open, wants to go out and have fun. So again, you might be kind of hovering back and forth and struggling to find a balance between these two sides. The number 9 here again is a confirmation of all the Mars energy that came through. So I'm definitely seeing some strong Mars energy, as in you pushing forward to get what you want. But then the number 9 is also the 9th house. So to me, this shows, you know, could be traveling, could be expanding your horizons, could be you becoming more tolerant, maybe literally pursuing an education formally, because the 9th house is about education, probably from master's degree above, like master's degree, PhD, stuff like that. So that could be a thing, right? So pretty much, I mean, I'm seeing also 9th house, by the way, is a very positive energy. You know, it's one of the benefic houses, so connected to Jupiter. So again, this is a confirmation of the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, that things are changing for the better. And overall, you are seeing an increase of optimism and faith this month, and you're seeing an increase of overall well-being, basically, not just materially, but also emotionally. And last but not least, let me get some charms. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3? What is the month of March gonna bring for them? Oh my, so we have like a lot of, okay, I feel like that's enough. So we have like 2 swords here. Yeah, that explains all the Scorpio and the Mars energy coming through here. We have 2 swords, and we have like, this literally makes me think of like the Ottoman Empire or something. So maybe some of you are from Turkey, but not related, because yeah, it makes me like the swords especially. Anyway, it makes me think also with the moon it makes me think of like mother issues, childhood issues, and it makes me think also of waxing and waning. So things are kind of like changing quickly, actually. So I do see this as kind of like a confirmation of that Eight of Wands energy. And also the moon shows intuition and, you know, mothering energy. So again, maybe you yourself are a mother or you want to be a mother. So that's definitely a positive message for those of you who are trying to conceive a child, for instance. But I think this is about you learning to, you know, needing to learn to love yourself. And I know that's kind of cliche, but whenever I see the moon, that's pretty much what I think about, like nurturing and also self-nurturing. Maybe learning to parent yourself. That's a thing in psychology. And we also have the mermaid here. So this is like, we also have Neptune, which is Pisces, which is kind of connected to the mermaid. And we have dreams and spirit. So I feel like this is showing you might have very sharp intuition this month, you know, flashes of brilliance. You might be getting a lot of insights through your dreams, through the subconscious. We also have this very strong energy of imagination. So you, again, see how this resonates, but especially if you're in a creative field or if you're self-employed where you by definition have to be creative, this is definitely going to be a good month for you. You're getting a lot of insights, a lot of good ideas, and follow your intuition is a strong message showing up here. We also have this cart, which makes me think again of, well, it can also be connected to vehicles to some extent, but I mainly see it as a confirmation of like the Nine of Pentacles. Like there's a lot of financial aid coming in, you know, there's a lot of, well, not aid, but like literally the result of your hard work. So it's not like someone is gonna, I mean, depends. Maybe some of you are gonna actually win something. You're gonna get some windfall. But for most of you, I feel like this is a reward for your hard work, basically. And we also have the elephant here, which makes me think of Bharani. Honestly, Bharani Nakshatra or Revati Nakshatra could also be Revati, because we do have Neptune here. And we also have the anchor. So I feel like this could be literally, again, connected to something with the sea. So like maybe you're going to have, you're going to be going somewhere close to the sea or something, or thinking about going swimming. This is a definite yes from spirit that it's a good idea. But I think the anchor is actually more about you achieving better stability overall this month. Emotionally, financially, and on every plane, because we also have the Six of Swords here and the Nine of Cups, like I said. So I think that you're reaching this position of greater stability overall. And with the Revati energy, because of the elephant, I'm thinking that again, traveling could be beneficial for you. So like Revati is connected to luck through traveling. So see how this resonates for some of you. This could be that you're gonna be given an opportunity to travel, and it might turn out to be very beneficial for you. This could be a sign that you are in the right direction if you want to work towards aircrafts, anything to do with aircrafts, air travel. So even being like a flight attendant or a pilot, these could be things that, you know, these could be things that are favored this month if you have considered them up until this point. On the other hand, if the elephant is connected to Bharani, which could be a thing, Bharani is about endings, and it's also about healing the dark side, basically, like healing past traumas. Maybe it's very much connected to psychotherapy and therapists in general. So this could be about Bharani as well, like, and it's also kind of connected to mothering, like I said, because the symbol for Bharani is literally the womb. Actually the entire female reproductive system, actually, but especially the womb. So it's connected to this birth and death, you know, cycle. So I would definitely say that with Bharani, for some of you, this is about ending a cycle and about you basically redoing yourself somehow. So like regenerating in some major ways, starting a new chapter. But I think it's something material, you know, again, makes me think of career, finances, a project that you have in mind. Especially again if you are into some kind of a creative activity. So you're going to get great insights with respect to that. All right, so this is pretty much what I can see for you, pile number 3, and I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. If you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, click on the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. Also, comment in the comment section with any feedback you would like to give or ideas for future videos that you would like me to cover. And also, if you are interested in a private tarot reading, check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. And I will also leave reviews for private readings that I have done if you're curious to see them. Also, last but not least, if you're interested to support my channel further, you can do so by clicking on the join button underneath any of my videos. And if you're interested in astrology, I have an astrology channel, which I have mentioned at some point in this video. Check out the video description and you can find the link to my astrology channel. Maybe check it out if you're interested in astrology. Maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye!